Welcome, beloved. This is a powerful audio transmission that calls out the myth that intensity equals intimacy. It exposes how trauma bonds can feel like love when we're unhealed, and invites listeners to raise their sacred standards from a place of deep self-worth and clarity. Just because it feels intense doesn't mean it's meant for you. Chemistry is not compatibility and butterflies. Sometimes there are warning signs, not green lights. Stop mistaking chemistry for compatibility. There comes a time on your healing journey when you realize that what you used to call love was just really adrenaline, just survival patterns, just two nervous systems trying to outrun abandonment by clinging to chaos. Let's be honest. Some of what we called chemistry was really just a trauma bond wearing expensive cologne. The chemistry trap. We've been taught to chase the spark, the butterflies, the can't eat, can't sleep, intoxicating high. But here's the truth they never told you. Chemistry is not compatibility. Intensity is not intimacy. And feeling familiar doesn't mean you found your soulmate. Sometimes it means you've met someone who fits perfectly into your unhealed wounds. Sometimes the pull you feel isn't destiny, it's dysfunction. Because when your nervous system is wired for chaos, calm feels boring. Respect feels distant. Consistency feels suspicious. We're not here to be seduced by our wounds anymore. We're here to be turned on by our healing. What does a trauma bond feels like? A trauma bond often comes with the high highs and the low lows. The I need you or I'll die kind of urgency. The inconsistency you mistake as passion. The emotional roller coaster you mistake as death. You think, we fight because we care. You say, we have so much passion. But beneath that, you're triggered, not cherished. You're obsessing, not aligned. You're surviving the relationship, not growing through it. Compatibility is a frequency, not a fixation. True compatibility doesn't scream to be seen. It doesn't flash. It doesn't chase. It simply fits. It flows. It speaks your nervous system's language of safety. It's a soft landing, not a sharp spike. Real love says, I got you. Take your time. You don't need to perform to be loved here. That's compatibility. That's the divine union your soul is actually craving. But you can't align with that kind of love if your standard is just chemistry. You've got to raise your standards to include emotional maturity, nervous system safety, spiritual alignment, integrity, communication, and shared purpose. Because chemistry fades, but compatibility builds. Sacred standards or self-love in action. Raising your standards isn't about being picky. It's about protecting your frequency. It's about honoring your healed self. It's about saying, I will no longer confuse feeling triggered for feeling chosen. It's not your job to fix someone just because you see their potential. It is not your duty to sacrifice your peace to feel wanted. You are not here to prove your worth to be loved. Sacred Standard says, I am the love. I am the prize. I don't chase. I align. Attraction after healing. Here's the beautiful twist. Once you heal, your taste and love shifts. You start being drawn to those who don't spark your anxiety, but instead speak peace into your body. You stop craving the chase and start honoring the stillness. You stop tolerating hot and cold behavior and start seeing it for what it is, and stability dressed up as passion. Healing will change what you find attractive, and that's the point. Affirmations for sacred standards. Now, I want you to close your eyes and repeat these to yourself out loud in your spirit or in your journal. I no longer chase chemistry rooted in chaos. I desire peace, not performance. I honor the version of me that no longer calls inconsistency love. I attract love that's rooted in truth, safety, and soul recognition. I will not water myself down to be digestible for someone else. I am no longer turned on by my trauma. I am turned on by my healing. I am worthy of love that feels like home, not survival. Let this be your reminder. You didn't come here to settle for almost. You didn't incarnate to beg for breadcrumbs. You are the divine in human form. And anything that doesn't recognize that isn't aligned with you. Raise your standards, honor your healing, and let love meet you at the level of your worth. Thank you again for sharing this sacred space with me. If this message resonates, share it with another who needs to hear it. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And see you in the next temple.